In the quiet American town of Maple Hollow, where time seemed to move a little slower and the wind whispered through tall oak trees, there lived a girl named Lily Harper, a girl who noticed things most people overlooked. At 12 years old, Lily carried a quiet kind of curiosity, the kind that did not demand attention but never faded. She found wonder in the smallest details, in the patterns of fallen leaves, in the shapes of clouds, and in the silence between sounds. While others hurried through their days, Lily paused, observed, and imagined. Behind her house stretched a backyard that most would call ordinary. The grass grew unevenly, wildflowers bloomed without order, and at the far edge stood an old crooked tree, its trunk twisted with age and its branches reaching outward like frozen gestures. It was the kind of place people stopped noticing after seeing it too many times. But Lily had never stopped noticing. One late afternoon, when the sunlight turned golden and the world seemed caught between day and evening, Lily wandered into her backyard with her notebook in hand. She had been searching for something to write, though she did not yet know what. The air was unusually still. Even the birds were quiet. It was then that something faint and unusual caught her eye, a soft glow flickering beneath the soil near the base of the old tree. At first it seemed like a trick of the light, but the glow did not disappear. Instead, it pulsed gently, steady and deliberate, as if something beneath the earth was quietly calling out. Drawn by a mixture of curiosity and instinct, Lily knelt down and began brushing away the dirt with her hands. With each movement, the glow grew brighter, more defined, until at last she uncovered a small object buried just beneath the surface. It was a key. Delicate and intricately designed, it shimmered like silver touched by moonlight. Fine swirling patterns curled along its handle, as though it had been carefully crafted rather than made. Yet what made it truly extraordinary was the soft blue light it emitted, a glow that did not flicker like reflection, but lived and breathed within it. For a moment, Lily hesitated. Something about it felt important, different. Then she reached out and picked it up. The moment her fingers touched the key, a gentle warmth spread through her hand, traveling slowly up her arm. The air around her shifted, subtle but undeniable, as if the world itself had quietly changed in response. Nothing looked different, and yet nothing felt the same. That night, the key rested on her bedside table, casting a soft glow across her room. Sleep did not come easily. Each time Lily closed her eyes, she felt a quiet pull, as though the key carried a purpose she had yet to understand. It was not just an object. It was a question waiting to be answered. The next morning, unable to ignore the feeling any longer, Lily returned to the backyard with a sense of determination. She searched carefully, examining every corner, every shadow, every inch of ground near the old tree. Hours passed, but nothing revealed itself. Frustration began to settle in. Sitting beneath the twisted tree, she held the key in her hands and whispered softly, almost to herself, that it had to belong somewhere. As if responding, the key's glow deepened. And in that moment, Lily saw something she had never noticed before. Hidden within the rough bark of the tree, partially covered by moss and time, was a faint outline, a shape so subtle it could easily be missed. It was a keyhole. Her breath caught. Slowly she stood, her heart beginning to race. The world around her seemed quieter now, as though waiting. With careful trembling hands, she raised the glowing key. For a brief moment, uncertainty held her still. Then curiosity won. She placed the key into the hidden keyhole. It fit perfectly. As she turned it, a low humming sound filled the air, deep and steady. The ground beneath her feet trembled slightly, and a soft light began to spread through the trunk of the tree, glowing from within. A thin crack of light appeared, then widened. The tree slowly opened. Lily stepped back, her heart pounding, as the trunk parted to reveal something impossible. Not wood, not darkness, but a doorway filled with swirling light. The air shimmered and a gentle breeze flowed outward, carrying a scent unlike anything she had known, fresh, distant, and filled with something unexplainable like rain mixed with stars. Fear whispered for her to step back, but curiosity pulled her forward. Taking a deep breath, Lily stepped through the doorway, and everything changed. On the other side, the world unfolded in ways she had never imagined. The sky shimmered in hues of violet and gold, stretching endlessly above her. The ground sparkled faintly beneath her feet as though dusted with starlight. Strange plants grew in spirals, glowing softly, and distant hills floated effortlessly in the air. It was beautiful and impossible. As Lily stood there overwhelmed by wonder, a soft voice reached her. Turning, she saw a girl standing nearby, about her age, dressed in flowing garments that shimmered like the sky itself. Her eyes held a faint glow, and her presence carried a quiet strength, as though she belonged to this world in a way Lily did not yet understand. The girl introduced herself as Elara. She explained that the key Lily had found was not ordinary, it did not belong to anyone, it chose. It appeared only to those who still carried curiosity, those who were willing to search, to question, and to step into the unknown. As Lily listened, she began to understand. This place was not separate from her world, it existed alongside it, hidden and fading. When Lily asked why she had been chosen, Elara answered simply, because she had never stopped wondering. Because she had looked where others did not. Because she believed there was always more to discover. Days seemed to pass as Lily explored this hidden world under Elara's guidance. She walked through glowing forests, along floating paths, and beside silent lakes that reflected stars even in daylight. But slowly something began to change. The glow of the world dimmed. The colors softened. The light began to fade. Concerned, Lily asked what was happening. Elara explained that this world depended on something fragile yet powerful, human wonder. It survived through curiosity, imagination, and the willingness to see beyond what was obvious. As those qualities faded in Lily's world, this one weakened. Lily felt the weight of that truth. She thought of her town, of how people rushed, how children stopped exploring, how imagination had quietly been replaced by routine. And she realized something difficult. Even she had nearly stopped looking. When she asked what could be done, Elara told her that the answer was simple but not easy. She could remind them. When Lily returned home, her backyard looked unchanged. The trees stood silent, the grass moved gently, and the world seemed ordinary again. But Lily was not the same. She began to write, stories filled with wonder, mystery, and possibility. She shared them slowly at first, then more boldly. Her words reached others, and little by little something began to shift. Children started exploring again. They asked questions. They noticed. They imagined. And with every spark of curiosity that returned, the key in Lily's room glowed brighter. One evening, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned gold, Lily returned to the old tree. With steady hands, she placed the key once more into the hidden keyhole. The doorway opened, and beyond it, the world shone brighter than before. Elara stood waiting, a quiet smile on her face. She told Lily that she had done what was needed, but Lily understood the truth more clearly now. It had never been just her. It had been every moment of wonder rediscovered. Every question asked, every imagination awakened. And as she stood between the two worlds, Lily realized something she would carry with her always. Magic does not disappear. It simply waits patiently for someone curious enough to find it again.